On to Springwatch now, and today Environment Correspondent Gregory-Kumar is looking for dormice in Shropshire, and he might have a tough time tracking one down as numbers have been steadily dropping. Indeed, they've disappeared completely from the north of the county, but now people are getting together to do something to change all that.
Up amongst the hazel trees on Wenlock Edge, searching for a tiny furry needle in a huge haystack. So we're going to be walking around about a hectare of woodland today up here on Wenlock Edge. Dormice are about this big. There's probably around 4 of them in this whole area, so the odds are stacked against us. In some parts of Shropshire, dormice have disappeared completely, but they have been filmed here on Wenlock Edge in the past year. This is still a dormouse stronghold.
Over the past 30 years, we've been buying bits of Wenlock Edge to protect it. We've been taking out the conifer and we've been reintroducing coppicing as well, because that's something that dormice really rely on.
Stuart Edmonds from Shropshire Wildlife Trust is our guide for today. So, top dormouse hunting tips?
And we'd be looking for things like nibbled nuts, so generally we'd be getting our mammal detective heads on, going out looking for all those field signs.
Dormice live in small holes in tree trunks, but we just can't check every tree. However, they also love a nest box. On Wenlock Edge, they've been experimenting with cheaper nest tubes as well. The more they put up, the more chance they have of filming one. Why one of these rather than a nest box? What's the difference?
So basically the idea of the nest tube is that rather than investing in lots of dormouse boxes, which are quite expensive now, we can just invest in a few of these, so these are a couple of quid each.
Signs of life in a nest tube means it's worth investing in a more expensive nest box, and perhaps even a camera. And one of those cameras provides our first bit of luck.
That is definitely a dormouse on camera, and that's my first dormouse on camera in Shropshire, so I'm really chuffed about that.
So we know they're still here, but after a morning searching, we've got just one box left to check.
There we've got our 2 dormice.
Oh, there they are.
See them?
Oh, they're fantastic.
I think, looking at the size of these, we've got a male and a female dormouse, so probably just getting ready for breeding season.
That's what they're getting ready to do at this time of year?
Yes.
Off up the tree to eat insects before popping back to the box later to snooze.
They're arboreal by nature, so it's no hassle at all for a dormouse to run up a vertical branch. And you would have seen the lovely prehensile tail, which they use for gripping onto branches.
They're so small and so hard to find that when dormice disappear from a wood, most of us just wouldn't even notice. But people here are determined that the dormice of Wenlock Edge will thrive and then push back out into the rest of the county.
They're actually seriously cute, aren't they? Well, David's got more Springwatch news now. He joins us live from Coventry. Can I have just one last dormouse question, please, David? What about the weather? It's been terrible today.
Yes.
And could that be having an impact?
Yeah, it is delaying everything. Breeding and lots of other species are being affected as well this sort of spring, summer. I will have more on that in a second. But remember, dormice, protected species, you need a licence to go anywhere near them. That is important. Cute they may be. Now, today we're here at Brandon Marsh near Coventry, the home of Warwickshire Wildlife Trust. With me is Emma Richmond from the Trust. Emma, tell us about this project all the trusts have going on right across the Midlands.
Yeah, so this is actually a national thing, so wherever you are in the Midlands you can get involved, and it's called 30 Days Wild. So the challenge that the Wildlife Trusts are issuing to you and your viewers is to do one wild thing every day for 30 days in June.
Now, you've got a lovely big nature reserve here at Brandon Marsh. Why are we in your back garden?
Because this is something you can get stuck right into in your back garden. You don't have to be a nature expert. You can just lie on the grass, get a worm's eye view of the world, look up into the trees. You can make a log pile in your garden. You can cut a little hole for hedgehogs. You can do whatever you want that makes you feel more connected to nature.
And very briefly, what should people do if they want to get involved?
They just need to sign up online at wildlifetrust.org/30 Days Wild.
Thank you very much for that, Emma. People getting involved behind us. Don't forget, we want to see your Springwatch pictures. We haven't had many so far, I think because it's just been so cold. So do get in touch, midlandstoday@bbc.co.uk.
Yeah, Richard, David, thanks very much indeed. So